welcome to a Shanghai Flyer flight review. Today, please join me as I travel from Shanghai to Chongqing on board China Eastern's domestic first class. China Eastern is located in Terminal 1 of PuDong Airport. They are also the only domestic carrier in Terminal 1. Priority counters of China Eastern could be found at Island A. There was an alleged VIP security check, but no one was guarding it from the economy passengers. The domestic lounge of China Eastern appeared immediately to the left-hand side after the security check. Since Shanghai is China Eastern's base, the lounge at PuDong is arguably the best you could find in their network. It was about 9 AM when I entered, so let's take a look at the breakfast spread. China Eastern's lounge have a semi-buffet style breakfast with made-to-order noodle. There is also a fair amount of drinks, including both alcoholic and non-alcoholic options. The presentation of the noodle here is nowhere close to excellent, but I was satisfied to consider that this is only a domestic lounge. China Eastern has a large premium passenger population, but the lounge is spacious enough to ensure that there is always seats available. After a 30 minutes delay due to the storm, we proceeded to our remote gate, which is a level down from the main terminal. It was pouring down outside during boarding. Fortunately, China Eastern arranged VIP bus for premium passengers. All the economy passengers had to cram into the sardine can and board the plane while being soaked with water. China Eastern staff was escorting each individual first-class passengers with umbrella onto the VIP bus, a surprisingly nice gesture in my opinion. Though China Eastern's VIP bus is nowhere close to the luxurious coach that Emirates provide, but in terms of domestic flight, this is an absolute delight. The poor drainage system at the airport caused accumulation of rain on the tarmac. As you can see, the rain got even worse when we arrived at our remote station. Now, if people decided to make a roof on the boarding stair, why didn't they extend it all the way to the cabin door? Despite the hospitable ground crew, I was still soaked with rain when I arrived at my seat, 8 Alpha, the last row by the window. China Eastern's first class on the A321 is in a 2-2 configuration with a total of 12 seats.
我是本次航班空保组组长。
各车请准备到位监控。
应急舱门、损坏机身设备、吸烟、违规使用手机和其他电子设备、抢占座位或行李架。Gentlemen, I'm the crew member who is in charge of security on this flight. Together with my crew, we will do our best to transport you to your final destination safely. In accordance with the relevant regulations from the law of the PRC on penalties for administration of security and regulations on civil aviation security of the PRC, anyone interfering with the crew member's duties will be fined or held in detention as penalty. And the offender who severely violates the law will take criminal responsibility. To ensure all passengers safe.
人的安全，请仔细观看以下安全演示。飞行过程中，请遵守客舱信号灯和标志牌的指示，听从机组的指令。请将手机行李放在行李架内或座位下。
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the cabin person speaking. Due to air traffic control, we will say need to wait here for a few minutes. Please remain seated and we will keep you informed any update. Thank you for your patience and understanding.
A blanket and a flimsy pillow was provided at the seat. The sanitation on the aircraft should definitely be improved, as I found a most likely used pillow under the armrest. I have to clarify that I did not mean to order a pasta on China Eastern, but I was rather misled by the crew. The menu was not distributed when I placed the order. The cabin crew orally described each dish to the passengers, and I was told what I ordered is beef noodle. In China, noodle is a very popular staple, so I subconsciously thought it was a Chinese dish until I was brought a beef pasta. Despite the miscommunication, I was pleasantly satisfied with the meal. China Eastern's catering quality certainly improved over the course of years, as they are now on par or even surpass some of their competitors.
About 30 minutes. The ground temperature is 34 degrees Celsius or 93 degrees Fahrenheit. And has cooked the electronic devices. Please make sure the large portable electronic devices are stored from now.
After being airborne for about 2 hours, it was almost the time to touch down into Chongqing. Chongqing is located in southwest China, so we had spectacular landscapes upon our descent. I have to say that this 2 hours domestic flight with China Eastern really impressed me and altered my perspective towards China's domestic civil aviation. The hospitable service, decent lounge, and appealing meal completely surpassed the domestic flight experience in America and most countries in Europe. Now looking back to the US, where food and lounge are not even guaranteed for first class, I couldn't help but argue that the domestic service in China is way beyond the embarrassing experience from US-based airlines. Last but not least, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and like.